Ok, bonjour encore. Bienvenue. We stopped where? On s'est arrêté où? What did we do last? On a fait quoi la dernière fois?
I think we last time we spoke about as in the last time what we did last was about the how to identify various whether it's masculine or feminine words and different and we also did for that of animals too
Okay.
for that of animal stuff. So
Okay.
I
And
think
you
that was
did,
what we
and you did send me your assignment, which I believe you did so well.
I sent you and I sent you the assignment, right?
Yes, the answers of the assignment.
Yes, I sent you the answer. Yes, I was not able to copy from the textbook, and also my system was misbehaving that day, so I wasn't able to.
It's okay.
So that was why I just answered on him like that.
Yes, yes, yes.
Mm.
We can see it together. La caution, le système, la différence, le rangement, le côté, la paix, they're quite wonderful and intriguing. So we're going to go a step further today. We stopped at just identifying the masculine and feminine form of nouns of objects and notions. We've also seen nouns of humans that is gender-based, right?
Mm. Yes, yes.
So we want to continue from where we stopped, and let's see how far we can run. Quite a lot of things to learn, a lot of them.
Mhm. Mhm.
Now,
Ah,
if you ask why spend much time dealing with nouns, that's the question I think you should want to ponder on. Every language, nouns, verbs are quite important. For the French language, a thorough mastery of the nouns will help you quite a lot with the verbs and few other parts of speech to better articulate your thoughts. That's one of the biggest reasons we pay attention to it. Number two, it is a language that is gender based. You get it now. There
mm.
is nothing neutral in the French language. Everything is divided along gender line. So that the thing is a masculine stuff or is a feminine stuff. So we see that in French a lot. Having seen the gender-based distinctions, masculine singular, masculine feminine, how the masculine is formed, the feminine is formed for the masculine for nouns of persons. We also saw that for nouns of things and notion, the feminine is not formed from the masculine. Of course, is that the word is masculine or is feminine? If I say, um, for example, bucket, I'm going to say le seau. Is that okay? I'll
Mm.
say le seau. Now, when I say le seau, I'm talking about a bucket. It doesn't mean there is
Mm.
a female bucket. A bucket is
Mm.
masculine by gender.
Mm.
Now, if I say New York, New York is a place, right?
Yeah.
I say le New York. And that New York there is masculine in gender. It doesn't mean there is a feminine New York. When you come to humans, nouns of humans, we see it divided based on gender lines because you have masculine, male, and female for human beings, right?
Mm.
When you
Yeah.
come to things, I have to drum it again. When you come to things in French, when I say things, objects,
Mm.
then you have notions, you have ideas. These ones, we don't have necessarily masculine and feminine together. You know that the noun is just having a particular gender. So if I say peace, the word peace, for example, I would say la paix. You get it now? La
Yeah.
paix, P-A-I-X, la paix. That la paix, meaning peace is feminine in gender. It doesn't imply that there is a masculine peace anywhere. You get the concept now?
Yeah.
Now we say beauty, for example, beauty. We say la beauté, la beauté. It doesn't mean there is a male beauty anywhere.
Mm.
Hmm? The word
Yeah.
beauty is just feminine in gender. Now let's say we have the word hunger. Hunger, we say la faim. Hmm?
Mm.
La faim. When we say la faim, it does not necessarily mean there is another word like le faim somewhere that talks about hunger. So the word is either masculine or the word is
Voice.
feminine when it comes to, but when we come to animals, we were trying to look at that. We didn't have enough time. And I want to
Mm.
believe I sent it to you. Did I send you the list of animals? If no, let me drop it now. Now,
Yeah,
when
I
you,
think you sent me.
I sent it to you. I'll drop it again.
Mm.
When you come to animals in French, when you are dealing with animals, animals operate in both ways, either in the arbitrary nature, that is, the gender is assigned, or it operates in the human nature of sex. You get it now? Where there is
Mm.
male and female. Now, let's run through quite some few of them. You have a whole list of them already.
Mm.
As you look at the animals, I'm going to let me share my screen in that regard. Now, as you look at the animals in French, one, the animals could be arbitrary. Number two, they could be gender-based, the animals. Now, here we go with the animals. Can you see the screen? Can you read the topic for us on the screen, sir? On the Microsoft Word I'm sharing.
Okay. Anim, animal,
Mm-hmm.
animal,
Yes, animal.
dollar, dollar, com, compan, compan,
Animal de la campagne. Now, I
compan.
want to leave you in a few seconds. Just look at what is in front of you. Just meditate on it in a few seconds.
Mm.
All right, sir. So please, from what you've observed, can you tell me briefly how the nouns of animals work in this perspective?
I think for me, if it's a, I think what I observed so far is if it's the maybe the mature animal, like maybe cow,
Yes.
it's always have it has a masculine and feminine form. But
Okay.
when it comes to maybe the younger ones, like the calf, the lamb, the younger horses, something like that, they don't have the feminine. Maybe they use one word for both of them. I don't know. I think
Okay.
that's what I was able to observe.
That's a good observation. But that is not actually the complete answer. The answer is simple. There are times the nouns are assigned gender for both male and female. We have le taureau rather, and la
Mm,
vache. Then you have le veau, and then there's nothing for the feminine. So whether for the calf, whether it's male or female, is called
mm,
veau. You get it now. So it shares
mm,
the properties of both humans, nouns, nominalization, and that of notion and things. Now, these are for domestic animals. So let's take them together. Please repeat after me once as we read. Le taureau,
Le,
la
le
vache,
taureau,
la
la
vache.
vache, la
And we have
vache.
la vache donne du lait. These are simple sentences which you are going to understand very, very soon as we go on. We have le veau,
Le,
le bélier,
le,
la brebis.
la brebis.
So you find out that for when you come to sheep, the male and the female completely different. For human nouns, the male and the female will look alike. Am I right? Just some
Yeah,
few
yes.
distinction. But here, that's not exactly what we have there.
Mm,
That is the first thing to take note of when you are dealing with this nouns. The spelling is totally different, even though they are referring to one and the same thing. You have la brebis, le bélier, totally completely different thought. Then we have l'agneau, l'agneau. This is l'agneau,
mm, mm,
l'agneau. That is
l'agneau.
lamb, lamb, l'agneau, lamb. And then I normally use I can't forget this word called l'agneau de Dieu. I've used it before earlier, the Lamb of God. We have le bouc, we have la chèvre, cheval, jument, le poulain, le talon, la jument, l'âne, l'ânesse, le mulet, we have la mule. So these are domestic animals generally, and they share that property. Now let's come to wild animals. You have the list with you. Wild animals. We have animaux de la forêt. Can I see it?
Yeah,
Animaux.
all
Now
of
you have
them.
le lion and what? La lionne. This one
Leon,
is sharing the
Ali.
properties of human nominalization. True or false, sir?
I didn't get you. The line was breaking there.
Okay. I said when you look at le lion
Yeah.
and la lionne, it's
Yeah.
sharing the properties of human nominalization. Here you
Yes,
form the
yes, yes.
feminine from the masculine.
Yes, yes, yes.
Le tigre, la tigresse.
Mm.
Hmm?
Mhm.
Go
Yeah.
further. Le léopard,
Le
la
leopard,
léoparde.
le leopard.
Le guépard, la guéparde.
Mm, mm,
L'éléphant, l'éléphante. Le rein, le rhinocéros, la rhinocéros. We have l'hippopotame, l'hippopotame. Le cerf, la biche. This is where you now have a distinction again, completely different. Also like the human what? Exceptional
mm.
cases, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
L'élan, l'élan. Le sanglier, la laie. Loup, l'ous. Le loup, la louve. These are wild animals. It's on very rare occasion like la giraffe,
Mm.
when you
A
have one.
zebra. Okay. Yeah, you have one.
Yes. Most of the other ones, le serpent, la serpente, le
Mm.
python, la pythonne, le crocodile, la crocodile, l'alligator, l'alligatrice. Hmm?
Mm. Yeah.
So these are wild animals. They're wild animals. So these are simple sentences drafted with them. So you can always go over them. You have the material with you. But the key thing is for animals, nominalization for animals share properties of both humans and that of notions and things based on what we have witnessed just now, right? So that's a key thing to note in that regard. Nothing more than that. So having seen that as a way of recap, we want to now go forward. It is beyond having to know the noun as being uh, masculine or feminine. Hmm? It's beyond
Hmm.
that. The next thing is when we use nouns in a language, at times we talk about the plurals of the nouns. Am I correct?
Yes.
About the plurals of the noun. Take, for example, I say the children. That's plural, right? I want to say
Yes.
the wars around the world. That word wars around the world is plural. Hmm? Not about this, wars. The wars around the world. The word wars is plural. So, having seen the singular and plural, let's say the singular nature of male and female, how do we now form the plurals of nouns? Please, I want you to help us with the reading of some important aspect of the text. Are you ready? Please read this for us. Let's pick it up from here.
Okay. Étudiant, étudiant,
Mm-hmm.
espagnol, espagnol,
Espanol.
espagnol,
Espanol. Yeah.
espagnol. De étudiante, espagnol,
Espanol.
espagnol.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Y un estudiante,
Étudiante.
espagnol,
Espagnol.
espagnol, espagnol. De estudiante, 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 I mean something like that.
No, it's étudiante. Go ahead.
Estudiante, español,
All right.
español.
All right. So please repeat after me. Let's read together. Un étudiant espagnol.
Un étudiant espagnol.
Des étudiants espagnols.
Des étudiants espagnols.
Une étudiante espagnole.
Ok, un étudiant espagnol.
Des étudiantes espagnoles.
Des étudiants espagnols.
If you observe in the first one, I did not pronounce the T. I did not
Yes,
pronounce the T and the
yes.
S.
Mm,
Here I pronounce the T. Here I
mm,
pronounce the T. There are consonants that are silent, which we have looked at in French already. And T is
mm,
one of them. I said there's an E
mm.
after it, right?
Yes, yes.
S is silent. X is silent. Z
Mm.
is silent.
See?
So you only pronounce the T at the end of a word if E is coming after it. You only
Mm,
pronounce the S if an E is coming after the S. Otherwise, it's silent.
mm.
Now, let's come back. Retenons un mouton. As you talk about the plurals of nouns, in English, they tell us add S. Can you see it?
Yes.
We add S to form plurals of noun. Same thing
Mm,
applies to French. And this rule cut across both human nouns, both things, both animals, all the types of nouns we have seen, right? It cuts across. Take, for example, I'm leaf blow, they leave blow. The noun in this sentence is the word livre. That's the textbook. Can you see that now? We
mm.
added S to form the plural. We have une table basse. We have des tables basses. Now, what did we do? This is singular. This is singular. Am I right? Indefinite
Yes.
article. The
Article.
first that we made the article to become what? Plural. By putting what?
Mm.
D.
B.
Then we added S to the noun to make the noun what? Plural. So the first rule is that you add S to the singular noun to get the plural form. Is that okay?
My question is that why are we also adding? Because I discovered that the blue, we added something, the bars, also added S at the back of it too.
Those are adjectives. When we come to adjective, you understand better.
So we also pluralize adjectives too.
Yes, so I'm going to come there. I've sent you the videos
Oh,
already.
really?
Mm. Now,
Yeah.
let's go further. We said we add S, but there are times the noun could end in letter S, letter X, or letter Z. Hmm?
Mm.
When the noun ends that way, you do not add S to it again.
Mm.
Do you get it now?
Mm.
And these are mostly going to be masculine nouns. Example, you have un cas précis, un choix malheureux, un gaz dangereux. You see, initially we have to turn these whole things now to plural first, right? We say they, because the they is the plural of the indefinite article. Hmm?
Mm.
Des cas précis, des choix malheureux, des gaz dangereux. Is that okay?
Yeah, yes, yes.
Gaz dangereux. So because the words end in S, X, and Z, we add nothing to them. We only made the article introducing them, the determinant, to become plural. Are you okay with that?
Yes.
Good. Now, other times,
Excuse me more.
you know,
I'm thinking maybe we're still going, I don't know, but let me just say this.
go
Is there
ahead.
any place that we will learn how to like how those how they structure the sentences?
Of course, we're going to do that, but you have to know
Okay.
nouns, you have to know verb, you have to know adjective.
Yes, yes. Because I'm just trying to look at how those things are constructed. So that's why I asked the question.
These things here, they are not sentences. These are like phrase. There's no verb here. You cannot have a sentence without a verb.
Okay. Well,
What you
that's
have is
okay.
just determinants, nouns, and adjective. So they're just
Adjective
phrases.
then.
Now, another point in time, the noun could end in AL or AU, the singular noun. Are you there?
Hmm.
The singular noun could end in AL or and masculine at times. When it ends in AL, it becomes AUX. Instead of adding S, we change the AL and AU to become AUX. Now, let's read together. Repeat after me once. Un journal original.
Un journal original.
Un tableau génial.
Un tableau génial.
We have des journaux originaux.
Des journaux originaux.
Des tableaux géniaux.
Des tableaux géniaux.
So you discover here that the AU become AUX, the plural. Can you see that?
Hmm. Yes, 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 yes.
So my emphasis is forget about the adjectives attached to them. We're going to come there. We are dealing with the nouns right now. Now, as beautiful as knowing the rules of the language, the most important thing for you to do is to memorize the exceptions. Is that okay?
Yeah, my question is that apart from the one exceptions in this textbook, are there other exceptions too?
Yeah, you will meet. It's a language is more than it's in billions of words. The more
Hmm.
you meet them, the more you master them. But these are the one we have here are the most popular ones. You get it now?
Okay.
The ones you
Okay.
meet every now and then. So we have the festival instead of the festival. Can you see that? The
Hmm.
carnival instead of the carnival. We have the ball instead of what? The bow. For
The
these
book.
words, the AL is not change to AUX. Now we add S to form this plural. Are we okay with that?
Yeah.
Now, there are nouns that ends in AIL. AIL. When you have AIL, what we do is that we add S to the AIL to form the plural. We have the what? The rye. We have this eventide. We have
Hmm.
the portai. We have the tie. We add
Hmm.
S to whereas nouns that ends in AIL. But there are some few exceptions which are very important. If one of them is what you're going to use every now and then. The word, we have a word called travail.
Hmm.
That is to go to work. Travail.
Hmm.
L rather. travail, to go to work. Ideally, following the rules, you add S to it. Am I right?
Yes.
But no, for that particular word, you change the AIL to AUX. Des travaux, works. That is, I'm going to walk, walk, W-O-R-K, that work become works. Des travaux, des vitraux, des émaux. Right now, I've been exchanging correspondence within me and two main people in Japan over a meeting we're planning. And so those emails, we call it des émaux for email. This is now the plural form. Though email is supposed to be email. Which, following the rule, we just add S, right? Or I say, no, this word becomes des émaux. Is that okay, sir?
Yeah.
So we have number one, you add S to form the plural. When the word ends in X, Z, and X, you do not add anything to it. When it ends in AL, it becomes AUX, with the exceptions of takes S. When it ends in ARL, it becomes S for the plural, apart from the exceptions that become AUX. The next thing to note is when the noun ends in EU, it becomes EUX. Can you see that? Please repeat after me. Let's read together. Un chevaux soyeux.
Un chevaux soyeux.
Un jour dangereux.
Un jour dangereux. Dangereux.
Des chevaux soyeux.
Des chevaux soyeux.
Des jours dangereux.
Des jours dangereux.
Good. Now you see the EU becoming EUX.
Yes.
As the general rule. But you know, like I said, there will always be exceptions. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Now, look at these two words, very popular words we use a lot. So we have to know them. Can you say they blow?
They blow.
They plow.
They know.
This one is blue, the color blue.
Okay,
The
they blew.
This one is tire, the tire of a vehicle. I think it's Y for tire. Tire of a vehicle. Do you get it now? So for those two words, instead of becoming EUX, it becomes EU. Now, finally, when the word ends in OU, like EU become OUX. Look at the example. We have the word des bijoux. That's jewelry. The caillou, the shoe, the genou, your heel, the zibou, the juju, the pou. The only exception is de bisou, that's spec. So you know, OUX becoming what? OUX. That's good. Now, having seen how to get the plural form, of course, you will agree with me that not every word in French will form their plural by just adding either S or X or changing the ending, right?
Yeah.
So often that will be completely different that we learn from the generalization of everything. Now, the very first one is called annoy. That's your eye. Look at the plural, the you. No similarity, true of us.
True.
Hmm?
True.
And ciel become the cieux. Madame, singular become mesdames. They added S before they added S again. You see how this spelling now? Monsieur become monsieur.
Monsieur.
Mademoiselle becomes mademoiselle. Mademoiselle. So this is what we call the plurals of noun in French. The plurals of noun in the French language as it stands right now. The plurals of noun.
Get the last part.
Okay, so you say you didn't get which part?
So when you explained it to me, I didn't really get this part, this L, no, or something, that pronunciation of that, the condition that favors the this both elf and
Okay.
and
Anoth, debo.
and yeah, those ones. I
Good.
didn't really get that. Okay.
Now, these ones, to make it plural, we have S to it. S to them.
S
Yes, letter
to
S.
the after the F.
After the F.
Okay.
Anoth and become ano. Now, without the S in the singular, you have
Mm,
this uh, vowel. This this vowel is what you have there. When you add
mm.
S to it, when you add S to make it plural, it will change to this vowel.
Oh, oh,
Hmm?
oh.
Anoth, dezo, dezo. Same for the other one. You add S to form the plural. So it changes from this vowel to this vowel, from leaving singular to plural in transition.
Mm.
What we have there. So we've seen names of animals. We've seen a lot of nouns, right? We have seen basically how to make nouns plural. What we're going to do right now is the fact that we're going to come to chapter 19 of our first book here, and we're going to deal with something extra. We looked at articles, definite and indefinite article, and the article contracting. Recall? Now, we want to look at nouns I will call the partitive. There are also nouns, but we have to touch it right about now. The partitive. Now, this partitive, you are going to see how to express quantities of noun. Please, can you read this for us?
L'expression
Mhm.
de la quantité.
Q you give you K. AN give you un.
K, K.
Quantité.
Okay,
De la quantité.
Quantité. Okay,
Quantité.
quantité. Okay.
L'expression de la quantité.
Quantité.
Les
Okay,
quantités
Q,
indéterminées ou non exprimées.
Q, Q, English, Q,
Les quantités
Q,
indéterminées ou non exprimées. S'il vous plaît, veuillez lire pour nous cette phrase. Read for us this sentence in the box.
Je mange du poisson
Good,
avec de la salade
good.
et, et des, et des légumes. Légumes.
That's perfect. Je mange du poisson avec de la viande et des légumes. Les mots en gras, the words that are bold there is due, right?
What?
Due,
Okay, yes, du, dollar,
dollar,
de.
and day. You've seen this before in article contractee. True of us.
Yeah, yes,
Good.
true.
We use these to express quantity. We call them les partitifs. Les
Mm.
partitifs. Now, to express quantities that are indeterminate in French, pour exprimer, pour indiquer des quantités indéterminées en français, on se sert des partitifs. We use the partitive. Now, how do we form them? It is your do plus, of course, your definite article, lo,
And
la, le. Do and lo becomes due. Do and le becomes de, right? Why do and la
Mm.
remains dollar? If the feminine word is beginning with a vowel or a mute H, it becomes do L apostrophe. Now, I want you to read this sentence for us. Start from j'achète, then pick each of
J'achète,
them. Mhm.
j'achète de la viande.
De la viande. J'achète de la viande. Good.
J'ai acheté
T'achètes?
de l'huile.
J'achète de l'huile.
De
Oui, de
l'huile.
l'huile.
De
Mhm.
de l'huile. J'achète du poisson. Du poisson.
Good.
J'achète des...
J'achète
J'achète. Ok, j'achète. J'achète des fruits.
the fruit.
Oui,
The
oui,
fruit.
oui,
Now,
oui, des
as you
fruits.
look at this, let's pick the words one after the other. The first one is de la viande, meat. You cannot, in any way in the world, have access to all the meat in the world. True or false?
The meat.
Yes, like meat, cow meat, any kind of meat in the world. You don't have
Okay,
access
okay.
to all of it, right?
So the meat is the viand.
Beyond, that's meat. Now,
Meat
because
that we
that
eat.
meat, you don't have access to the entirety of it. You only have access to a part of it.
Mhm,
So they become some meat. J'achète de la viande. I'm buying some meat. Is that okay?
mm,
You cannot buy all the oil in the world, no matter how rich you are. You only have a part
mm,
of it. You can't have all the money in the world, right? You only have a part of it, even if you are Elon Musk. I want to say de l'argent, de
mm,
l'huile. Nouns that you cannot possess entirely, that is, they are just part of the entire whole. We call them
mm,
les partitifs. You cannot access all the fishes. You have access to a part of the fishes, even in your city. You say du poisson. So if the noun is used singularly, use de la viande for feminine, du poisson for masculine, then for the plural becomes des fruits. Can you see that? Des fruits. That is one thing to note. So when you are using nouns that are uncountable, hmm, nouns that are uncountable, when you use the definite article with them, it means you are referring to the entire stuff. When you use the
mm.
partitive article, you're referring to the parts of it. Look for example these two sentences. We have le lait est bon pour la santé. Can you see that? Can you repeat that, sir? Le lait est
Le
bon pour la
lait
santé.
est bon pour la santé.
At least milk in general is good for the health. Do you get it now?
Mm,
If I want to tell you, drink some milk, I would say buvez du lait. Hmm?
mm.
Buvez du lait. Drink some milk. You can only
So
drink part of it.
why are we using due there? Why are we not using
Low.
uh low? Or oh no, why are
Because,
we not using dollar something dollar
no,
something?
lait is masculine, so the la cannot work here in the first place.
Okay, so the
So
this one is
dew, we're using dew because you cannot drink all the milk in the world. You can only take some of it.
yeah,
That's why we're using partitive there. Take some milk.
and the lay is feminine
Masculine. Yes, le,
masculine.
Yes, I said AI followed by non-pronounced consonant S, T, Z, X become earlier in phonetics. So
Yes, yes,
buvez
yes,
du lait.
exactly.
Buvez du lait. Hmm?
So because it's masculine, that's why we use
Yes, due, the
the
partitive article for it. Because it's only part of all the milk you're going to be having access to. So we have
so
additionally, go ahead with your question, sir.
I'm still confused with this. Even the last week we did, I tried to read it, but I still don't get it. This de la, like deal and they
La
that
viande.
do
Okay.
lay, yeah. I'm still
Okay. Let me
confused,
let
but
me let
maybe I
me
will find time to
let's do it
study
this
more.
way. Okay. Take a few seconds. Just look at the
Mm,
screen.
okay,
Just look at it. I'll
okay,
give you a few seconds.
okay. Ah, okay.
All right. You have observed it so well. Let's deal with it right now. Are you ready?
Yes.
Now we have beyond. That is the word meet.
Mm. And it's feminine, right?
It's feminine in nature.
Okay.
Now, I want to talk about parts. I don't have all the meat. I only have access to some meat in the word.
Mm.
Hmm? So it's
Yes.
just a part of the meat available in the word that I have. To
Yes.
express that I have a part of it, I will use what we call the partitive article.
Okay.
What is the partitive article? It is do plus what? The definite article.
Okay, that's is the do plus. Okay. Do plus. Okay, maybe
The
that's not
definite article.
definite article. Okay. So
It's what
that's
gives
where
you
that's the lay partitive, right?
that's the partitive.
Mm.
So when I say j'achète de la viande, it means I'm buying
Part.
some meat. That's parts of the meat available.
Mm.
I'm buying parts of the oil available.
Okay.
I'm
I'm
buying parts
getting
of the
it.
fish available. I'm buying
Mm.
parts of the fruits available. Is it clear now?
Mm. Mm.
Hmm?
Yeah.
So when we
So
used,
so it follows so it follows the say, okay, if I okay, let me express what I understood now, please.
yeah,
So 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 I think this do plus the definite article makes it more clearer to me.
yes,
So because it's Devion is masculine, right? It's feminine, right?
yes,
So
become
it's
de la viande.
so dollar. So
Yes,
because second one too, the is it you or something like that?
will,
That one is also feminine, right?
feminine, yes.
But because it has the silent H, so we don't have to
Good,
put la there.
good,
We
de
have to
l'huile.
just do okay. And the other
Mhm.
one, that is when D, we have D and le because it's masculine, right? So when
Yes,
we have D and le, it becomes due.
do
So
and lo
do
becomes
and lo,
due.
yeah. Do, yes. Do and lo.
Good,
So the last one that is the plural, when is
yes,
and the plural plural masculine, something like that.
yes,
So because it's the do plus is it
lay,
le, so it becomes D.
exactly.
I think I understood now.
It's better now. So
Mm,
now, if I'm saying
mm,
water is good for the health, I'm not using milk
mm,
now.
mhm.
The word water is called O. Hmm? It's called
I,
O. I want to write it on the screen now. Water is good
is it
for the
what?
health.
Okay.
Hmm? Because we say low,
So said,
one,
no, sir.
yeah.
Before I forget, please, is there any application that you can recommend that can aid my pronunciation? Like sometimes if I find a word that I don't know, I want to learn how to pronounce it. Where can I put it to pronounce for me so that I can know
Okay,
the
it's the
pronunciation?
dictionary. The kind of dictionary I have pronounces. That's the best.
So we cannot use any app to.
No, I don't trust those apps most of the time. They might give you some things. It's something that is programmed there. If the person have a very wrong pronunciation program, you can learn the wrong thing. But there's a dictionary I was sent to you from Play Store. You can download it, and
Okay.
that's good to go. You can
Okay.
put in
Thank you
any
so
word
much.
and you can hear the pronunciation by clicking
Okay.
on the pronounce
Okay,
button.
thank you so.
So,
Thank you so much.
l'eau est bon pour la santé. Can you see it? L'eau est
Mm-hmm.
bon pour la santé. Water is good for the health. The word water here is used generally in generic term. That is water in general.
Mm,
Now, if I want to say drink water, I'm not saying you should drink the entire water in the world. It's not possible.
mm,
You can drink part of
mm,
it. I will say, while if it's my friend, I can say buvez de l'eau.
mm.
Facile, hein? Buvez de l'eau. Buvez, drink some water. Is it? Drink some what? Water.
Got it.
Buvez de l'eau. I'm referring to a part of it.
Part of it.
Hmm?
Yeah.
Good. Now let's calm down. When you look at this expression, we say, le matin, je bois du thé. Can you see that? In the
Mm,
morning, I drink tea. I cannot say le matin, je bois le thé. I'm not drinking the entire tea in the world. I'm only taking part of the tea that's available. I say le matin, je bois du thé. Right?
Yes.
À midi, je mange des pâtes. Je mange des pâtes. So that is basically what we call the partitive. When you're expressing part of something, we use the partitive article. For feminine is do la or do L apostrophe based on the noun being a vowel or a mute H beginning it. Then we have additionally, we have do for masculine, right? And then we have de for the plural. Please read these three sentences. Let's see how it goes. Go ahead.
Before I read it, the second, no, there's one that I call
You
date,
take.
like detail, and the no detail part.
Again?
Can you see the no detail, is it no detail or
No
no detail
dispar.
part?
No
No
dispar.
dit,
Do
no
not
dit part.
say je bois le thé. Don't ever say I'm drinking the tea. I'm drinking some tea.
Ah, okay. Because I saw they cross something there, so I didn't see it
Yes.
very well.
They remove the lo, the le, and put the dew there. We are taking some tea.
The bois duty.
The tea.
Okay. It's on Juan Jedula fait faire fait
Quand
je
j'ai de la
bois
fièvre,
je bois de l'eau.
when I have fever, I drink
Mm,
water. You don't
mm,
have all the fever that exists in the world. It's only part of the fever that exists. Do you get it now? De
mm.
la fièvre. Hmm?
So drink is bois.
Yes, the verb boire is to drink. That we have as buveur also. When we come to verb, you will see the difference. When we have boire and buveur in that context.
Mm.
Number two, sir.
So dans la rue, il a des gens.
En is on. Il y a des gens.
Ah, des gens. Des bruits et de la musique.
Ah, wonderful. Dans la rue, il y a des gens, du bruit et de la musique.
Yeah.
Et de la musique. Now, we have in the street, there are people, there's music and noise. These people is not all the human beings in the world. It's just a part of the human beings in the world. I say, il y a des gens. So you are talking about global quantity that are not countable. Now, let's talk about the sun and the wind. We say, il y a du soleil. There is sun. Can you count the sun rays?
So which one is the sun? Soleil.
Number three, soleil. Can you count the sun ray? Never, right?
No. They cannot. Yes.
Can you count the wind? No.
No.
So we use partitive article for them. Il y
Du
a
vent.
du soleil et du vent.
Vent.
Are we good?
Yes.
Du vent in that context. Now, outside that, there is a distinction. You know, we have they as the indefinite article I will use earlier, right? And you have they as the partitive. Look at these two sentences. Il y a des tomates,
They as partitive and they as what?
indefinite article,
Yes. Okay.
which is the plural of an and une. Now, think for example, il y a des tomates dans le frigo. There are some tomatoes in the fridge. Meaning it could be 2, 3, 4. This is purely an indefinite article. True or false?
Yeah, true.
Now let's say, il y a des rillettes dans le frigo. Il y a des rillettes. There are some
No,
in the fridge.
off we go.
This other day here
Mm.
is partitive article.
How can we differentiate it?
You differentiate them based on the context. When you say the tomato, you're talking about quantity. Hmm? When you say the
But
rillettes,
that's the place you said when the word one of the graphics that of A about A, he said when it ends the word ends with the es that we
yes.
can is A with it, right?
Yeah, that is in a monosyllabic word, like LES,
Okay,
DES.
okay. Muslim, okay.
Monosyllabic words.
Okay.
But over here, the S is silence. It's just a
Mm,
mark of plural in the
mm.
context of usage. Are we good to go, sir? Il y a
Yes.
des rillettes dans le frigo.
Uh,
Now
so
this,
now, how do we now know that
because
tomat,
tomato here is used as an indefinite article. There are some tomato in the fridge. It could be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
yes.
Yes.
So what the second one?
The other one has to do with the partitive. Check the meaning of rillettes from your end.
Yet. I don't know. You mean on Google or what?
You can use your Google, but I'm using a dictionary to pull it up.
Yet. You mean the French that French?
Yes, I'm using a French dictionary, not French English.
Riyet. Hmm. Maybe delicacy, maybe something delicacy.
Okay, let's pull it up.
Uh, uh,
That is a pork meat.
like pork, maybe pork meat, yes.
Pork meat. Now, when I talk about pork meat, I'm not talking about 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, all right? The meat is just a part of that pork meat.
Okay, I get it. I get it
Good.
now.
That is the difference.
So the difference between the tomato and the real
The rillettes,
rillet is that we used the in the first one as a kind of is it
plural. Tomato,
plural,
just plural.
uh, and the other one like partitive,
Partitive. Yes.
because it's just a small percentage of
Good.
the. the-
Just a small percentage of that.
Ah,
Hmm?
there are so many rules. There are so many. How do I identify? How do I
So
get
as you read, you are going to get
put this thing
used
together? Okay, let's be hopeful.
you get used to it. So that is basically how it kind of work. Okay. Let's see how you are going to do. Can you attempt this question for us? Aha. Complete with the missing partitive. Either dollar, either du, either do L apostrophe, or either they. If I were you, I would take notes. Look at the word, the first one. Le matin, je mange du pain. Pain,
Mm,
that is bread, masculine,
that's right.
right?
Mm,
Singular, we use du. Avec beurre. Is beurre feminine? I think it's feminine. Avec de la beurre. Hmm?
mm,
Et what?
mm.
Confiture. Et de la confiture. I've done the first sentence for you now. So continue for us. I'll give you 15 minutes of this. Let me give you 10. So pick the nouns. These are the nouns in the sentence, right?
From
Let
us.
them be your signposts. Pick the nouns in the sentence
Yeah.
and then fill in the missing partitive. Hmm?
Mm.
Fill in the missing partitive. And I'll give you 15 minutes because it's quite much. So it's a way of testing your knowledge of nouns so far. You
Okay.
get it now?
Yes.
It's a way of testing
Mm,
your
okay.
knowledge of nouns and everything. So let's make it 15 minutes. So I'll be back and then we continue
Uh,
discussing it.
Let us, mm,